Ezra 8:22 and 23, the hand of our God. The hand of our God. So, background. Judah had gone into exile. They were conquered by Babylon, and they were taken out of the Holy Land. Israel had already been conquered and taken out of the Holy Land by the Assyrians. Now, I believe it was the Medo-Persian king, possibly Darius, that allowed them to return. And there were certain leaders that facilitated and organized this return back to the Holy Land and back to the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem. Okay? Ezra was the spiritual leader. Fasting and prayer for protection. Then I proclaimed a fast there at the river Ahava, that we might humble ourselves before our God to seek from him a safe journey for ourselves, our children, and all our goods. For I was ashamed to ask the king for a band of soldiers and horsemen to protect us against the enemy on our way, since we had told the king, the hand of our God is for good on all who seek him, and the power of his wrath is against all who forsake him. So we fasted and implored our God for this, and he listened to our entreaty. So I threw in verse 23 as an extra. The reason I'm saying this is to anybody who's being persecuted or suffering who is in the Lord. We've got to seek God. And yes, prayer and fasting in these ways that Ezra sought the Lord is one way of seeking God. These are very, very important spiritual ways of seeking God. So that God's hand, what does he say? The hand of our God is for good on all who seek him, and the power of his wrath is against all who forsake him. Many TIs have got to ask themselves, I can't make the accusation, but they need to ask themselves, have I forsaken God in not paying tithes and offerings? Because Malachi chapter 3 says, if you don't pay tithes and offerings, that you are robbing God. How do you think people are going to treat you if you're robbing them? It also says that you're cursed with a curse because you're robbing God. So I'm asking you to pray to God and ask within your heart, am I forsaking God by robbing him? Putting myself under a curse because I'm robbing him of tithes and offerings? And might that be why the TI program has me so overwhelmed and barely I'm able to cope? Okay, it's not easy for me. It has me tired a lot, but it gets easier and easier as time progresses. So ask yourself that and be honest, and then start paying tithes and offerings so that God's hand will be for your good. Okay, that's about it. Please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, or any combination thereof. God bless.